It's the same old crap in the news. What do you say about that? I say, notice a common theme. All the poor folks, they always keep on losing. I don't care if Bin Laden was killed instead of captured. I've been partying all week long, preparing for the rapture. Okay. Who knows where those words came from? No relevance. But it is the same old crap. And it's me, Jimmy Reefer Cake, on the live stream. All right, excuse me, I'm discombobulated and reeling from a personal loss to the family this week, but striving to move on, to continue to do the things that I like to do, which includes live streaming on my YouTube channel. So I'm trying to buck it up and get happy. Let's have a good time today, my friends. And let's see who's joining me as we delve into a topic of much concern to all, as I will give the final and ultimate word. And I will see. I do have somebody watching. Feel free to chat and chime in on the live chat. Oh, I got, 2 people watching, folks. Okay. Now, shall I begin with a song? I shall. Yes, I shall. I love Jimmy Dore, but listening sometimes makes me even more angry at the corporate establishment Democrats who refuse to change and rig the primary against Bernie. Sam Seder, you are the man, but I don't understand why you disparage Jimmy when you should be joining him in the call for change. Cynthia Dill, you make me ill. The headline reads, Democrats need to cull the fringe, starting with the Bernie bros. Let my Twitter rage burn. Let my Twitter rage burn. These corporate Democrats never learn. On and on and on and on and on and on. Wanting, needing, tweeting, drinking. I've lost control of my Twitter rage. I've lost control of my Twitter rage. I've lost control. At Jimmy Reefer Cake on Twitter. Come see me and enjoy the fruits of my Twitter rage. Okay, so final word is what you'll find is what I'm doing now. You'll see I'm liking a lot of Scott Adams videos. So I'm going to try to do a Scott Adams approach to putting a final word on the Jimmy Dore versus Sam Seder. But let's begin, of course, with a simultaneous sip. Oh my God, I've had too much coffee this morning. Oh yeah, starting to get a little jumpy. So let's do this through a Scott Adams. Now, how does Scott Adams see the world, my friends? First of all, the fundamental thing is there are levels of perception that get more and more advanced. And at the highest level, if you perceive the world in the way that Scott Adams trains you to, you understand that everybody is seeing their own movie. And this is ever more magnified on Twitter and with these sort of live streaming and commentary type of channels where everybody has their own movie. So certain things you would say, like, and the movies have become so twisted that it isn't lining up even on principles as much as, for example, how all of a sudden the deep state has become, it used to be, I always thought that was the right wing, mostly like because they started the Iraq war based on lies, working in conjunction with false intelligence, that kind of shit. Like that was how it began. And what it is now, two different movies. Levels. Tory Burgers, thank you for joining. And we got ourselves the first chat of the day. Tory Burger says, levels. That's some Scientology shit right there. Okay. Well, it is a philosophy. Okay, so Scott Adams knows these levels and how to achieve them. But anyway, the point is, if you don't, that's the highest level, okay, Tory, is that you have a movie. If you don't understand what's going on, Tory, you have to see that this is what he, and I just want to use this to explain the Jimmy Dore versus Sam Seder. Because I'm kind of in this world where, especially the way life seems to turn out, is that I actually think that you could be a Trump supporter and not necessarily be a horrible person. And like, there's reasons. And it could have to do with your perception, your own movie. Everyone has their own movie. So Scott Adams's point is that the highest level is when you get to the third realm. So that's two, and everybody's split into two sides. Unfortunately, that's why we're like this too. So you can just gravitate to one movie or the other. So like the third dimension that he's saying is the dimension of persuasion. So that means you actually are going further to even realize that person is looking at their own movie, but you know that persuading is the only way to change the balance of power between two movies. Okay, so persuasion is the reason why Donald Trump is elected. He's very persuasive, to more than anyone would have thought. And he did not really go into one movie or the other. He actually used the third dimension of persuasion. Okay, so when I look at the way that Sam Seder views the world and how he is wrong against Jimmy Dore, not necessarily wrong that you should vote for Hillary Clinton on a strategy point, but he's wrong in his argument in terms of he's not persuading anybody ever. Sam Seder is not persuading people. The thing to vote for Hillary Clinton is something you can say, but when you turn it over to an aggressively attacking someone who is a potential ally, you are shooting yourself in the foot and causing this really aggressive like feud of people. And so then, is Jimmy Dore perfect? No, he's not. Like, marking off points for him, I could do, but it's not advantageous because I agree with Jimmy on his points. I just can't even really say like, okay, what's Jimmy? Oh, because he covered the Seth Rich story. What? No, see, that's not, I don't do that. I don't do that kind of stuff, man. Okay. So I think it comes from a place where if you sit at the top level, and Scott Adams is giving me this, something I already knew, but he's giving me a guy who's saying it in the same way. And then you can apply it to every single thing that comes up. And he seems to be a Trump supporter, but he seems to also be reasonable, and then I'm trying to think, I have some friends even who are Trump supporters, but yeah, they're not really reasonable, but they're not bad people though. I still can chill with them and even talk about the issues sometimes. You better kneel on the flag, they ain't gonna you, shouldn't have bitch you. But that's a Southern accent, so they don't use that. You better friggin' kneel, dude. Kneel at the friggin' flag, bud. Fucking bullshit. So that's what they would say. And I'd say fucking like, who gives a fuck? Or wait, I got that mixed up. See, I'm all discombobulated. Anyway, I already got my song done. It's been a rough week, as I said, so I'm not really going to do a new song, but I can hint at what my song for next week, because the song that was supposed to be played last Friday was not played. Unfortunately, that was not good. So, and there's no good reason for that. This is another reason I have this channel. I have to vent. Can't you play it? You fucked up. Horrible people can be very friendly, Tori says. We're going back to what I was saying as friendliness as a yardstick. Horrible people. You had to say it, horrible people. So I don't know what, like, if you're talking about Scott Adams, or if you're thinking of these friends of mine who are upset at he's like, hope somebody breaks his friggin' neck in the game, like Kaepernick. You want someone to break his neck because he's kneeling at the flag. So that's kind of like my friends. He's an idiot. Is he a horrible person? I don't think he's a horrible person. I don't know. See, that's the thing, because the reason they got this flag is because it's like a sense of morality that to them is a good, wholesome. People want some kind of unity, and that's one way they can achieve unity is by these traditions, flag related. Of course, I'm not about that, so I would argue that they're not correct. But it's like, what are you gonna do? It's not even worth it. So that's not gonna persuade. Yeah, I know people may be. That's the thing though. The Tory goes back to saying like the movies. So like sometimes I see people watching MSNBC in the movie that they're seeing, and they think about this Russia shit and a bunch of other shit that I'm just like not feeling good about, bullshit narratives and shit. So warmongering. So they're watching MSNBC. And it's like getting flipped. I bet Fox News is going to be like the peace one for the Korea peace. And then MSNBC is going to be like, fucking, don't do it. Blow up Korea. I'm exaggerating. But anyway, thanks for joining me, Tori, with your interactive text messages. It actually makes it fun to watch later, even though we only have one participant. So I'm going to play a little song and get out of here. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange, all right, yeah, people are strange. When you're a stranger, faces look ugly. When you're alone, women seem wicked. When you're unwanted, streets are uneven. When you're down, when you're strange, faces come out, whoops. Messed up a chord. Signature. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, baby. All right. People are strange when you're conservative. Faces look ugly when you're a proud boy. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're in celibate. Involuntary celibate? I don't know, man. Another weird thing. When you're strange, I'm just Spitballing. Physical mountain rain. Come on, give me some lyrics. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, oh yeah. All right, yeah. So that's how we end with a tremendous fuck up. Thank you, everybody. And remember, peace.